Welcome to the George's FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss our trade plans heading into round 11, so that should be good. And before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping. First thing is get yourself a SuperCoach swordplay beanie, the one that I'm wearing at the moment. In my opinion, the quality is better than Versace, and I've tried Versace beanies on. They're very good, but they're not as good as the swordplay beanie, and it's much cheaper. So I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Definitely support the boys, and winter's coming, so why not get a beanie? So buy them, please. Highly recommend. And a quick shout out to two students, Phil T. Phil, well done on your 700 rank. You're killing it at the moment. And also to Josh C. Josh, you're terrible at SuperCoach, so bad, and you should just give up SuperCoach and start focusing on your schoolwork. So get it together, mate, and just focus on your schoolwork. So that is that. And yeah, we'll get into the trades and whatnot. So see how we go. Now, I think we have a few rookies to get this week. We'll go through break-evens quickly and targets and stuff. So break-evens. So Joe Richards, Collingwood have 14 injuries, I believe, at the moment. Few forwards as well out, maybe a few come back in, but he's the rookie I like the most. Looks really good. Do I want to field him? Not really, not at this point, but he's probably my preferred. And the other one is Fraser. I think it sounds like Leber won't be back to the bye and Richards will play midfield, so there's a spot there for him. And if I just want to double check Brambles has been playing forward, we can search Bramble quickly. Just to make sure. This was just on the eye. I haven't checked any heat maps, but I think we just went around in circles. But just check Bramble. Yeah, no kick-ins the last 2 weeks. Good for Dale, I suppose. I do like Dale, but he's going to get tagged this week. So, yeah, this looks forward. Yeah, so role change for Bramble. So I think Fryger's got that defence role for now, you would think. But, Bevo's Bevo. So they're my two preferred rooks. I think the job security, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's okay given the injuries and role changes for the Dogs. Yeah, injuries for Collingwood. So I kind of want to grab them both, but the problem is then I'm not upgrading. But next week we should be able to double up, grab two players from the Port and Freo buy. So I'm thinking maybe we grab both and just cop, fingers crossed Closey can pull an 80 and Wilson can pull an 80 and, whoever we were going to trade in doesn't score that much more, but... it's a bit of a hard one because when you one up, one downing, you might have to field a Richards if you're doing that. So it's a bit of a difficult one, but yeah. And the matchups isn't great for Closey. I think Carlton don't give a lot of points to wingmen, which is annoying. So I'll probably hold and field Closey for one more. This is one that you definitely like on the bench, although we might be able to loop if Zach Reed plays. We can, I think. Although looping Zach Reed makes me incredibly nervous, given his injury history, but has got through, I think, a couple of VFL games, not sure, at least one. But yeah, so I think so my original trades were double down, but we'll see what targets we can look for. And I guess this is just not for my team, but for yours. And we're looking to get in, I'm not sure, I think we've had plenty of time to get value, and there's still okay to get value in if you want to flip players during the buys and whatnot, but I think we want to get players we want for the rest of the season. Rather than flip players, I'm probably just going to grab extra premiums on the bench. Maybe, hopefully 2 more, but we'll see. I don't know if we have the cash for that, but we'll see. But in terms of defenders, I do apologise, my throat is still... I'm feeling much better than yesterday, but yeah, few days post-cold, always a bit cough and stuff, but... Ryan Dacos, you wouldn't go. Sheasel, would you get him back? Probably not. Maybe after his buy. I think he's fine hold. I don't know if I want to pay $580 for Houston. I guess it's an okay price. I'll probably get him next week, but he is kind of affordable. Went big on Carlton last year. Any James Jordan tag? Potentially around 21. Although he could go to Butters. I'll probably have both, so I think he's a fine trade-in if you want to get him, I think. Was really hoping he'd be another 20, 30k cheaper. I think Jordan Clark is actually an okay trade in as like a D7. Same goes for Hayden Young. Does he have Sydney again? He does. Okay, maybe not. Here's the nice buy. I think he's okay at the price. I think you can probably get like 95 to 100, which is okay for D7. Maybe potentially more than that, but the tag is coming. Maybe he can. I think he can do 100 actually. Whitfield, I think he's a fine option. I think he's got bloody Jordan again soon. So after the buy, like you could do worse than Whitfield for 500. Nass has been really good, but they've put Sinclair back in defence, I believe, which means I don't love him as an option. He's been really consistent all year though. Two scores below 90, and 82 and at 69. I think he's okay option. What's he averaging? 100. He probably does 95 to 100 though. In the I'd guess closer to 95 if they're running all like Bonner, Sinclair, Nass. Newman's interesting. Sard's back soon. I think Sard is a test, and Williams has moved up. This is actually not the worst pod because he can go massive. His 5 round must be very good. Huh. Something to think about. Yeah, okay, I should keep talking, but if there's a pod to look for, it's probably Newman. Sard is coming back, but I think Williams is out of that defence now, so I think McGovern. Is McGovern injured? Oh, that's my Pokemon that I was playing before. Injury lists. McGovern not injured. Thought he was for some reason. Well, he's come back. So I don't think anyone's here to Sard, but I don't think anyone's going to disrupt Newman. This is a wild pod. What's his... Oh, and he plays Gold Coast. Man, I'm tempted by this really hard. We'll play around with it. I think it's around 14 buy. Sinclair, no. Holmes, probably not. I think he's okay, but that's probably what he is, 100 average. Young, I don't mind. Good buy. 533k. I like Young. Toggles back up. I think Fife is regressing. It's always hard to tell. Like you see Reed, 2 bad games. Is he tiring? High break even. The scared of him. Bang. Puts out a 140 or whatever it was, and you wonder with Fife, is he just regressing? Is he tiring, or is he going to bounce back? So it's always hard to tell. But I think Fife CBAs did drop to like 30% last week, so probably a good thing for Young. But I do like Hayden Young, especially D7 M9. He's perfect for that price. And then Dale, wouldn't go Dale with Jordan, but I think he's a good option. Sicily, you can't touch. Dodgy shoulder. So I think I like Hayden Young. Let's look at Newman's heat map. And look at the kick-ins too. 7 kick-ins. Oh, look at this. He's got the kick-ins back. Oops. Oh, disgusting. They've pretty much given him the roll back and kicked Williams out. I kind of want to send it. I think he did a hammy a few years ago. Okay, Gulp's taking kick-ins. Sard will take kick-ins. Feels risky. I do feel like he's a pod which has so much potential though. 89 break even. Gold Coast gave up huge. Who was it that went 160 on them? Zorko. Someone else too. In terms of mids, I don't need any mids, but nil post buy should be okay. Merritt against Richmond. I think it's a fine option. Merritt's I don't know what it is with Merritt. He's just a little bit of tension here and there. Just kind of cruising at the moment. A lot of slow starts. Rao, I think, is a good option for that price. Excellent pick. I think Rao does probably 115 for the rest of the year. And potentially more. Walsh, I think, is not a bad price. If you didn't pick him for the back issues, then probably wouldn't, but Dunkley, probably a bit too expensive for Dunkley with his dodgy history too. 2 CBAs have dropped, so probably wouldn't go there, but still hold him if you got him. Steele, like it's always hard to tell with Steele. 1 week he's bad, 1 week he's good. Crouch, you probably wouldn't trade in. Warner, you probably wouldn't trade in. I think Petrarca, I think the forward time is a bit too real. I think he's an avoid personally, but I think he'll still do like 110 probably. It's probably his like best case with forward time. I wouldn't go lead. LDU, a lot of potential, probably not too much. Durability is pretty bad. Rosie could be a discounted guy. Like if you, I don't know, if he puts in like 200s, what will he be? 480k roughly, and it's not bad. So the ones I like here, probably Rao would be your main one. Rao would be #1 target, I think, if you're looking for a mid. And then I guess Merritt for 600. He'll come down a bit, but I think Richmond is really, really nice. Really sick matchup. I think Butter's probably getting a little pricey, and same with Sarong. But I think that even this is like not the worst price for Butters because you got to go now with his buy and break even. Won't touch Rux. Rux pissed me off. I don't want to talk about it. And then I think Zorko, do you wait or do you just go now if you need him? Like it had to be last week really, but it's got the Saints after the bye. Does he have Richmond again? No, he's got the Saints twice. And seems to score unbelievably well at the Gabba. He's got Gold Coast, he went ballistic on them. So I do want Zorko after his bye. And I'm just going to pay, I think. I don't really have much choice. Just annoying, but need to finish our team with best players. Jackson, annoying if you don't have him. Wanted to get him cheap as cover. Now he's going to go up. Still not interested in him unless he's cheap with Darcy in the team. Or if Darcy goes out, bring him straight in. But yeah, Waterman. I don't know what to say on Waterman. Like just one out of the box. Rankin you probably want when he comes back. It might be a game before the bye, and his break even's 52, so it's gonna be difficult to get him. I'd probably still trade if you have him. 3 weeks is probably too long. Probably not going to worry about these Carlton forwards. I was thinking about it, but now Fisher's come. Fisher's got the less sharing. Rankin's, I guess, has really put his hand up as a top 6 forward, so he does look like it. I think I'd rather Cordwell. I like Cordwell. The CBAs aren't there, but the scores are actually pretty good. This 58, he was subbed, and he was on for a big one. The scores are fine with Cordwell. I like Cordwell because I've watched him in previous years, and he reminds me of Andy Brayshaw a little bit, where he gives it his all for like 100% of the game. Well, that's what I see anyway. Really cracks in every game. I guess Harley Reid you just keep, especially now. This is break even, 59. I don't think he's top 6, but I don't think he'll be too far off. So definitely can keep him. Shea, I think just forget it with Shea. Like he's just so untrustworthy, but he's cheap. But Richmond are so bad; they're getting destroyed every game. So I'll probably skip Shea. But I think you could do worse. Like if he's like 400k for someone who can do 95, it's okay. He's one like you could bring in. Like round 21, North, Saints, Hawks, like bottom 4 teams. Hawks playing actually okay at the moment, but yeah, North. And then Fisher, I think he's a durability risk, but I think last week, yeah, rose 58k. I think the role's just feral with North, so I think he's a fine trade in. I think he'll be top 6 if Sheasel stays mid, and that's what will happen, I think. I want to play around with getting Nick Newman in. I did not consider that until I played around with it. But yeah, the problem is we need to get rid of Wilson, and then if we're getting Newman in, what was his break even again? Saad is coming back. Does that like affect him? Because Saad doesn't usually. I don't think his kick-ins were massive last year. Oh, he took a lot actually. So he does take a lot. Newman wasn't even getting that many, and he was scoring. No, hang on, that's Doherty. No, hang on. No, that's Newman. Hang on. Let me check again. So was he playing with McGovern, Saad, Newman all playing together? And what did Newman do in the finals? '81, 110, '88. Look at this. Hang on, this was with 21, 22, 20, hang on, 20 to 24. Where are we looking again? We go back to kick-ins. It's rounds 20 to 24. I think that was no McGovern. Carlton, this is taking a bit long. McGovern took 8 kick-ins against GWS. And then, yeah, 24 didn't score that great. So, okay, what about 16, 17, 18? Not that great. So these monster scores were without McGovern. I'm still half tempted. I'm going to be fielding Richards. Go to Graham. What does that do for our buys? Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if we trade Sexton on his buy. I suppose when Power comes back we do, but they might keep him. So I don't know if I want to trade him or not. for now, this is what we'll do. Graham out, because we don't know what rookies are coming at the moment. I think I already went through most of the rookies properly in the other video I did. That's what I want to do, and we do take a bit of a points hit this week, but we look after long-term money just in case we get no rookies coming through. And yeah, we just need one rookie next week, and then we can 2 down, 1 up, basically. Sorry, 1 down, 2 up with Wilson, Closey, and someone else. Maybe Darcy goes, I don't know, with that 1-1-6 dropping out. So they're the plans at the moment. Captain and vice captain is, we're doing Sarong into, probably just go Butters, I suppose. Nick Martin against Richmond, I don't know. I think maybe we send it and do Nick Martin. So I think that's what we'll do at the moment. Thinking about Nick Newman, I'm going to read a bit about him on Big Footy, but we'll see how we go. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.